Okay, we're back. Welcome. 86471 is the pin code. It appears that we have a glitch there, and unfortunately we have that. There was an issue before we went live and it looked like it had sorted itself out, but still it hadn't. So apologies for the delay. 86471. Let's see if we can get most of those 60 odd. What did we get? It's about 65 people. Hopefully most of them can rejoin us. The delayed kickoff in this one. So the stream all working perfectly at the moment. Hope it stays that way. But yeah, when you get a glitch in the system, it really is difficult to try and do anything. The keypad just totally stopped working. And no other alternative, I'm afraid, other than to restart. So 86471 will give people time to sign in. We'll get underway as soon as we can, as soon as it's looking like we've got most of the people back. 86471, and then press the finger at the top of your virtual keypad. 38 people so far. Six four 7-1 is the number, and don't forget to press the finger at the top of your virtual keypad. Gonna check social media to see if anybody's asking on there for the number after that delayed kickoff. Apply to 1 or 2 people. So 86471 is the pin code, and don't forget to press the finger at the top of your virtual keypad. Against the clock, as always, multiple choice, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. See if we can get up to at least 50. We've got 43 as I speak. Apologies for the problem earlier. It is temperamental at times. Stream, fingers crossed, is working fine. Then we had an issue. The glitch in the system just wouldn't allow me to move on to the start. With the keypad, it was frozen. Sometimes it's the old standby of turn it off and on again. It really is just that simple sometimes with computers. Can't work without them, but also difficult to work with them as well. Nearly at 50. If we can get up to 50 plus. 48 as I speak. 86471. Lost a few along the way. Thanks once again to Phil Tooley, not only for providing the questions for tonight, also, of course, for providing some support and backup to let me know what's happening out there. Very difficult to see what's happening sometimes, and invaluable to have somebody there. And also, of course, on the YouTube chat. So if you're on YouTube, there is a chat section on there on our live channel. You'll be able to join in with the comments on there. So 86471 is the pin code. And don't forget to press the finger at the top of your virtual keypad. We'll get underway shortly. Just conscious that a few people might still be trying to find us. That problem with the system earlier. 86471, and don't forget to press the finger Manager special put together by Phil tonight. Eight, 6, 4, 7, 1. Then press the finger at the top of your keypad up to 55 now. So most of the people back, we had about 65. So thank you for your patience. Frustrating for everyone concerned. Guarantee you there's nobody more frustrated than me when the equipment just doesn't quite go to plan. So 86471 is the pin code. I think we'll get underway shortly. We're nearly at 60, so we've got virtually everyone back. 59 now. We're going to get up to 60. So 86471, and press the finger at the top of your keypad. A reminder, it's against the clock, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. And your first answer is final. There's no turning back. You can't change your mind. You can press your keypad as many times as you want, but there's no way of turning back. So your first answer is final, and we need to get underway very shortly. I know everybody's waited long enough, up to 61 now, so we've only lost a handful of people, which is reassuring. Thanks for sticking with us and being patient. Most frustrating, I appreciate. Up to 61 people now, so let's give a final call and just check a message that's just come in. So yeah, we'll get underway in a minute's time. 86471, and of course you've got to press the finger at the top of your virtual keypad, and fingers crossed. Looking, famous last words, it's looking promising that everything's okay now. There's clearly a glitch. We'll get underway in just a moment. 86471, and then press the finger at the top of your virtual keypad, and we'll get underway with tonight's quiz. Well, fortunately the keypad works this time, which is a great relief. So take a look. You see yourself on there. Familiar names: Deportivo Pilsley this time, the Pilsley franchise. Very quick look through. One or two amusing names there. The back headers we had as last week's winners. Can they retain their title? Sure, I've seen them actually on the screen. Are they? Oh yes, they are on 36 there on the grid. Let's get underway then. We've waited long enough. Apologies once again. Get underway with tonight's quiz. So how many Chesterfield players went on to become permanent manager of the club? Excludes caretaker spells. 3, 4, 5 or 6. So we're looking for the number of Chesterfield players who went on to manage the club. Either 3, 4, 5 or 6. And less than half the time now remains. Only Posty Scott, and everybody has answered. So great to see 63 people taking part, and everybody has answered. About 15 seconds left, so excellent stuff. And the answer is 6. Barlow, Law, Randall, Richardson, Wilson and Lester. How many people got that? Only 5 getting out. 34 going for 4. So who's the leader at the top? Well, got to keep guessing. A very good guess. Rabbit Dave, then Unlucky Magpies, Robbins killed. And the back headers, last week's winners, getting off to a good start in 4th place. Let's move on to Question 2. Which former Spireite was manager of Rotherham when they won the Division 4 title in 88-89? Andy Scott, Billy McEwen, Neil Warnock or Billy Dearden? So the former Spireite who managed the Millers when they won the Division 4 title in 88-89, either Andy Scott, Billy McEwen, Neil Warnock or Billy Dearden. Less than half the time now remains. Just Dr. Blue to answer, and everybody has answered. I think it's the quickest we've ever had, actually, a full house completing with 10 seconds or more left. And the answer is Billy McEwen. How many people put Billy McEwen? Most popular answer with 35. True or false? Former Chesterfield skipper Sean Dyche has managed Burnley to more wins than defeats. True or false? So Dyche, has he managed Burnley to more wins than defeats? Is that a true statement or is it false? Three to go. Two left now. The Wag Rileys and Poe and everybody has answered once again. So no problem with connection with everyone tonight. Just a problem with the glitch in the system earlier on. And the answer is true. 141 wins, 134 defeats. True or false? And yet most popular answer 37 getting that right. So how many different permanent managers have Chesterfield had in the 21st century? Tommy Wright not counted in this total. 12, 13, 14 or 15. So the number of different permanent managers for the Spireites in the 21st century. And the note there, Tommy Wright not included that total. 12, 13, 14 or 15. Less than half the time remains. Just the back headers to go. And once again, typically around about 15 seconds remaining. Everybody has answered. So that's the best we've ever had. And the answer is 14. How many people put 14? Most popular answer, 37 getting that right. Question 5. Which player's last appearance for the Spireites was his second and last game under caretaker boss Guy Branston? 3-2 home defeat against Yeovil, September 2017. Diego De Girolamo, Matt Briggs, Jordan Flores or Zach Jules. So their last appearance was in the second and last game under the caretaker managership of Guy Branston. That was a defeat at home to Yeovil in September 2017. Diego De Girolamo, Matt Briggs, Jordan Flores or Zach Jules. Joan to answer. Make sure, Joan, that your stream is right to the end. You're not lagging behind at all. And Zach Jules, the answer. Currently playing in League One for MK Dons after having joined them from Walsall last month. So, well, at least popular answer with only 10 getting that right. Let's take a look at the leaderboard after 5. Rabbit Dave at the top, Unlucky Magpies, Robbins killed, and then multiple winner West Bar Spireite in 3rd. The reigning champions, Backheaders in 4th, and Singing the Blues in 5th. So look at the photo. Which of these former Spireites players never managed Scunthorpe? Tell us A, B, C or D. One of those former Spireites never managed Scunthorpe. Can you name them? And more importantly, can you work out who never managed the Iron? And everybody's in less than half the time, so very quick off the mark. 64 people taking part, everybody answering. Plenty of time. And the answer is B. Daniel Wilson played for them but didn't manage them. Frank Barlow, Bill Green and Dick Duckworth all played for Chesterfield and managed Scunthorpe. So how many people put B? Yep, most popular answer, 38, getting that right. On to 7. Since Chesterfield moved to the current stadium, how many managers have been appointed during the close season rather than during the playing season? 1, 2, 3 or 4? So managerial appointments made during the close season rather than during the campaign. Is it 1, 2, 3 or 4? That's since moved to the now Technique Stadium. Once again, everybody answering. We're going to see full houses each time. And the answer is 2. Dean Saunders and Martin Allen. So B. Yep, most popular answer, 27, getting that right. 21 going for 1. Question 8. Roy McFarlane managed Chesterfield in 194 games. Which team did he manage for 232 games in total? Torquay, Bradford, Derby or Cambridge? So did Roy McFarlane manage for 232 games in total? Torquay United, Bradford City, Derby County or Cambridge United? Again, a full house. And the answer is Cambridge United. Look at the other figures. Torquay 50, Bradford 71, Derby 103. Only 12 getting that right. Well done to you. Question 9. In what chronological order did Chesterfield face his managers in matches at Wembley? So it's BCDA, CBAD, DCAB or ABDC. Tough one to work out that chronological order of the facing those managers in matches at Wembley. BCDA, CBAD, DCAB or ABDC. You've got to work out the managers and you've got to work out when the Spireites faced them in matches at the famous stadium. Tough one, particularly in short space of time. Only Joan to answer. And the answer is B. John Beck, Cambridge, Mike Walsh Berry, Paolo Di Canio Swindon and Darren Ferguson at Peterborough. So take a look. How many people managed to work that out? Well, did well. 37. So yeah, not an easy question, but well done to you for getting that right. Which ground did Paul Cook manage his first Chesterfield away win? Vale Park, Bootham Crescent, Home Park or Prenton Park? For the first away win as Spireites manager for Cookie, was it Vale Park, Bootham Crescent, Home Park or Prenton Park? Less than half the time remains. Just the back headers, the reigning champions, to answer. Now answered. Find out shortly where Cookie got his first away win as manager of the Spireites. That was Home Park beat Plymouth 1-0. Mark Richards with a goal. And early news there. Next week's quiz theme is all about Paul Cook and his time at Chesterfield. That should be interesting. So 30 people going for Vale Park, but 21 getting it right with Home Park. Let's take a quick look. And Rabbit Dave still at the top. Ahead of Moss CFC, Cooperman in third, Croydon Blues, Big DBH2, Westbar Spireites. And we go on and on. So we will have a Wheel of Fortune as well. And that comes up now. So the top 20 have gone into that Wheel of Fortune. We'll spin that shortly. and we'll see who wins. We'll sort you out with a prize, something Spireites related, I think, or if you're local, who knows, you might get a bottle of wine. We're supported by Scavelli, so many thanks to Scavelli. A range of beers, gins, wines. So, if you've not seen it before, we spin the wheel and it's totally at random from the top 20. See who wins a prize. So the wheel is spinning. Round it goes, slowing down now. Slowing down. Can you see your name? And it lands on... Ooh, it's just stayed in Glee Team. So well done, Glee Team. Take a photo or a screenshot of your virtual keypad. And the usual address, media@chesterfield-fc.co.uk. You'll be able to replay the YouTube link to get that email address. I'll repeat that at the end as well. So well done to Glee Team. On with the quiz. Between August and November 2002, Chesterfield kept an all-time record 8 straight home clean sheets. Who was the manager for that spell? Nicky Law, Dave Rushbury, Lee Richardson, or Roy McFarland? So an all-time record 8 straight home clean sheets between August and November 2002. Who was the boss then? Was it Nicky Law, Dave Rushbury, Lee Richardson, or Roy McFarland? Less than half the time now remains. And everybody, once again, answering very quickly. And the answer is Dave Rushbury. How many people put Dave Rushbury? Likely the most popular answer, just ahead of Nicky Law. 22, getting that right. Well done to you. Who was the manager of the visiting team to Saltier in this match? Alan Kirbishley, Glenn Roeder, Trevor Brooking, or Alan Pardew? So look at that photo. Who was the manager of that team visiting Saltergate in that match? Alan Kirbishley, Glenn Roeder, Trevor Brooking, or Alan Pardew? Once again, answering very quickly. A full house, doubly inside the allotted time. 65 people managing to log their answer, and the answer is Alan Pardew. How many people put Alan Pardew? West Ham, of course. Yep, very popular answer. 31, getting that right. 13. Which current Football League manager has been the opposing manager for 19 games against Chesterfield, with the Spireites winning 8, losing 7, drawing 4? Keith Hill, Gary Johnson, Nigel Clough, or Neil Warnock? So an opposing manager for 19 games against the Spireites. Spireites winning 8, losing 7, and drawing 4. Keith Hill, Gary Johnson, Nigel Clough, or Neil Warnock? Very familiar managers. Travel man to answer. We have another full house. We will. 15 seconds left. Everybody has logged in their answer. And the answer is Keith Hill. So Keith Hill. Yep. 39. 30 of those games will have been against Rochdale, of course. Now at Tranmere Rovers. 14. When is James Rowe's birthday? 23rd of April, 23rd of May, 23rd of June, or 23rd of July? The manager's birthday. When is it? The 23rd of April, May the 23rd, June the 23rd, or the 23rd of July? More people. Kilos Trolley Dash and Tom Denton yet to answer. Tom Denton managed to get in 5 seconds of time. And the answer 23rd of July. Yep, slightly the most popular answer. 24, getting that right. Question 15. The person in his image started his playing career at Chesterfield in 1948, later becoming a manager. Which of these statements about him is not true? He was at Tupton Hall School at the same time There's former MP Dennis Skinner, who was a player for Manchester City when they won the 56 Cup. He was manager of Cambridge when they were elected to the Football League, where his last match as a Football League manager was in '74 for Cambridge v Chesterfield. Have a breather now, reading those out. So you'll be able to see that on the screen and tell us which of those statements about him isn't true. One who started his career with Chesterfield in 1948. Less than half the time remains, and less than 10 people yet to answer. Joe Rowley, Tom Denton, Joan, Travelman, Kazza B, all yet to answer. Quickly get your answer in, or you'll run out of time. And the answer is D. Bill Levers, his last match as Football League manager was against Exeter. So D is what we're looking for. For a spread of answers and the least popular answer. So let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Moss CFC goes to the top. Westmar Spireites, multiple winner, just 3 points behind. Deportivo Pilsley is there as well, another multiple winner. So it's going to be tight in the closing stages, just 3 points separating the top three. The Backheaders, reigning champion, back in 10th. The 16, which former England manager was in charge of Bristol City in March '82 when Danny Wilson scored in a 1-0 win for the Spireites, put the team top of the league. Graham Taylor, Roy Hodgson, Sam Allardyce or Ron Greenwood. So who was the former England boss that was in charge of Bristol City in March '82? That's when Danny Wilson scored in a 1-0 win for the Spireites, put the team top of the league. Graham Taylor, Roy Hodgson, Sam Allardyce or Ron Greenwood. A handful yet to answer, including Dents again. Jay Wheeler there. And the answer is Roy Hodgson. The only time in over 1,000 games he's faced Chesterfield. So B, the answer. 28 getting that right. On to question 17. The win at Notts County on Saturday means that James Rowe has already accumulated how many away points as Chesterfield manager? 9, 10, 11 or 12? So the away points accumulated by James Rowe as Chesterfield manager, 9, 10, 11 or 12. And the answer is 11. How many people put 11? Yeah, most popular answer with 26 getting that right. On to 18. True or false? Roy McFarlane's first match as Spireites manager featured 2 players, 1 for each side, who are now Football League managers. Is that true or is that false? True or false? Roy McFarlane's first match as Spireites boss featured 2 players, 1 for each side, who are now Football League managers. True or false? Just Dent still to answer. On Tom. The last 10 seconds. Make sure your stream is right to the end. Not losing out. The answer is true. Ian Everett and Darren Ferguson away at Wrexham in a goalless draw. How many people put true? Yep, most popular answer 39. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Moss CFC still there and opening up distance over Brockwell Spireites 2. Rabbit Dave, Westmar Spireites and Deportivo Pilsley both drop out of the top 3. Could we have new winner? I'm not sure Moss CFC has ever won before, or Brockwell Spireites 2, unless they're under different names. The penultimate question. Chesterfield's last win in the 20th century came in September 99, 2-0 away win at Preston. Which future and current manager appeared that day for Preston? Graham Alexander, Brian Barry Murphy, Michael Appleton or David Moyes? So So 2-0 win at Preston in September 99. Future and current manager appeared that day. Preston, was it Graham Alexander, Brian Barry Murphy, Michael Appleton, or David Moyes? Less than half the time now remains. For the last 10 seconds. And the answer is Graham Alexander, now manager at Motherwell. How many people put A? 29 got that right, 19 going for David Moyes. So we go into the final question, and it was Moss CFC leading. Let's see how this shapes up in the final question. Which Chesterfield manager gave Chesterfield debuts to Barry Stimpson, Brian Hornsby and David Grant, John Duncan, Kevin Randall, Frank Barlow, or Arthur Cox? Would be all important, this one. Either John Duncan, Kevin Randall, Frank Barlow, or Arthur Cox, who gave debuts for Spireites to Barry Stimpson, Brian Hornsby, and David Grant. The latter two starting out at Sheffield Wednesday. For the last 15 seconds, only two yet to answer. Tom Denton still there into the last 10 seconds. Sure, your stream's right up to date, Tom. Right to the end, or it's a little late now for that. And the answer is John Duncan. How many people put John Duncan? Well, the third most popular answer, 21 going for Barlow, 18 for Randall, but 13 for Duncan was the right answer. So Moss CFC was the leader towards the end. 2 from home. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard. So tonight in third place, Rabbit Dave, then it's Rockwell Spireites 2 in second, and tonight's winner is Moss CFC. Well done to Moss CFC. Can I take a photo of your or a screenshot of your virtual keypad? Then go into a draw for a prize. Westvar Spireites just outside the top 3 after being really in contention, and then Sportivo Pilsley as well, another multiple winner. Finished just outside the top 3. Cooperman, Glee Team, Jay Wheeler, Nicky Law's Trolley Dash, Carefree, Kevin Wag, another former winner. I'll just have a quick look down to the back headers on there. Further down, some familiar names as always, regular players. Won't hover over those, you can check it on the playback on YouTube. I'm aware that we had a late kick-off. I think there might be something on at 9 o'clock, so I've got a Barnsley match report to sub as well, so pressure's on for me in a bit. So to turn that round, edges towards the bottom there. Tom Denton propping up the table. So many thanks to everyone for taking part. Just a reminder before we go about Sunday lunch this weekend, served for takeaway from the Technique Stadium. Look at the details on the website. Superb food being served up by Tat and the team. And of course, we do have to announce the Q&A. So the next online Q&A, that's Monday, March the 22nd. Do you recognise that quartet of former Spireites? Tony Bryan, we have Steve Williams, Chris Marples, and Dave Caldwell. That will be on sale from 9 o'clock tonight, so in 5 minutes time it's due to go out on the Spireites Trust website. So if you want to attend that, it's just £10, and the money raised will be going to the Spireites for Life football team. So that's football team for those who've experienced mental health issues. They need new kit, so we're going to raise some money by staging that online Q&A with that popular quartet of former Spireites: Tony Bryan, Steve Williams, Chris Marples, and Dave Caldwell. Should be good fun that night, so do get yourself onto that. Limited availability, so only around about 90 places available, so I would urge you to book your place ASAP. It's an exclusive for those who've taken part in the quiz that you know about that now. So of course we also have the Fun Family Quiz at 5 o'clock on Sunday. Hope you can join us for that. Apologies once again for the glitch in the system earlier on. One of those things, thanks for bearing with us. Great to see pretty much everyone, I think, was able to rejoin us for the late kickoff. So thanks for your patience and understanding with that. It's temperamental at times, but we got there in the end, and a good win for Moss CFC. Well done to you. Also well done to Brockwell, Spireites 2 and Rabbit Dave. But Moss CFC is the one who clinches it tonight. Thanks everyone for your support of the quizzes. Hope you've enjoyed it tonight, and until the next time, take care and look after yourselves.